Wow, what's up, guys? This is Scoped Shot, and this is the Chicago Cubs franchise episode number 7. It's a lucky number 7 because look what we have on the screen right here. In my third season of doing the Cubs, it appears that we have made the playoffs as a wild card. And, I really can't believe this is the fastest one we've had so far. And we did it thanks to our really good offense, apparently. Starlin Castro is maxed out on the contact right there, as you can see. I guess we're like 4th in the league in home runs. I don't know. I guess everyone actually does average about 20 and above home runs on our team, which isn't that bad. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's pretty cool. Pitching rotation's been excellent this year. Duffy has had a Cy Young type season. I don't think he's going to be winning it though. But Hellickson's been pretty good. Duffy's been alright. Garrett Cole's been decent. Odorizzi's he's been average. And Travis Wood at the bottom has actually had a really good season. So I don't know. Kind of stuck on who I'm going to start in game 1. But this will be interesting. So I don't know. Again, can't believe it, honestly. Pretty cool. We are the 9th best overall team in the league, apparently. So taking on the Giants. We're going to go look at the Giants real quick. Try to make this fast so I can have more time to talk or do highlights. The Giants over here, they got big time Timmy Jim. And, yeah, Lincecum, Kane, Bumgarner, Stuffer. So, I don't know, they're kind of decent. Looks like a pretty good relieving bullpen, whatever. Catching is, Buster Posey, Howard, Jason Donald, wow. Sandoval and Rollins. You got Belt, who's had a really good series when we opened this year, and then they got Cabrera over here. So it's going to be fun. Got the Giants, and we're going to see what we can do to them. So sit back and enjoy these highlights of the playoffs. We're going to see how well we do, and wish me luck, guys. Alright, guys, so we're here for the NLDS Game 1. We're playing the Giants, and right here I get a big K with the bases loaded, and it remains 1-0. I hate when this happens, but it seems like whenever I simulate like the bottom or middle of the lineup, because with the Cubs, I only like to play the top 5 guys. I just simulate everyone else. Seems like they always end up getting runs, and that's what happened in this game. Right here, though, Ryan Howard gets a 2-run shot to make it 2-1. But, yeah, there's no offense this time, and a great stop right here. I thought I was going to get him, but this is in the bottom of the 9th. We're winning 3-2. I just simulated like 2 innings before, and we got like 2 runs to take the lead. And Matt Capps nails out his first save, and we're going to go to NLDS game number 2. Alright, guys, so we're here at the NLDS game 2. This is a pretty bad game, but we had Danny Duffy on the mound. He did a really good job. He only gave a 1 earned run, which is right here. He struck out 8 over 6. And I didn't get any offense going. Actually, I started getting frustrated, so I simulated like 4 innings, and I got 1 run. Here in the bottom of the 9th, we get out of I think 2 guys on jam. And then right here in the bottom of the 11th, they're trying to bunt Howard over to 3rd, and I get him out of 3rd with no outs. So there's 1 out here, and we get out of this inning as well. Here in the top of the 12th, Desmond Jennings, 2 on, and misses a big opportunity to put us ahead, hopefully. And that was a bad thing, because in this inning, Brandon Belt, who has always been really good against us whenever we play him, hits a 2-run shot. This is pretty hard to judge right here. I think I jumped a little bit too early. And Giants take game 2. The series is split, and we're going to go back to Chicago tied at 1-1. Alright, what's up, guys? We're here in the NLDS game 3. And we win this game 3-1, I think. Dominic Brown gets home run right there. We had a great game pitched by Garrett Cole. He went the distance, and he struck out, I think, 7 or 8. I was going to actually do all the highlights for that, but I came back, and my mom was using my computer, and she exited out of my Word program that had everything written down on what to show and whatnot. But I think I got all the important parts in here. I got my home run and then their run right here, and we're winning 3-1 at this point. We had, I think, like 4 other double plays too on our defense, so defense is really good today as long as the starting pitching. Check out this double play though. This is pretty much impossible. But yeah, we get out of game 3 and we win, and now we're up 2-1, and we're gonna go to game 4. I think we got Hellickson on the mound, and we're gonna see what we can do, and hopefully take the series and get to the NLCS. Alright, guys, so we're here at Game 4 in the NLDS, and it was not a good game for us. I actually had runners on bases loaded in the first inning. We didn't score anything, and then Hellickson gives up a 2-run shot here in the second, and then Rollins is going to score on a failed double play attempt to try to get Ryan Howard. Good slide there, knocks it down. And later in that inning, the next batter up actually, I think it was Posey, destroys one to deep left field. That puts them up 5-0, and after that I pretty much gave up and just simulated to the ninth to see what the score would be, and it was 7-2, and got a guy on, but it's not going to matter. Ground ball to third, that ends it, and we are now tied 2-2 going back to San Francisco for Game 5. Alright guys, so here's Game 5, and there's really not going to be much shown here because I simulated the second inning and we got 6 runs, and I just pretty much didn't do any offense. I figured I'd just do pitching and make it go faster and less editing. And here we win the game. Jake Gardner-Rizzi gets a complete game shutout, and not bad for the young rookie. And we are going to the NLCS. We're going to be facing the Nationals, who have Yu Darvish on the team, and they always seem to get Yu Darvish in every single franchise. So we're going to start this right now, and thanks for watching the NLDS. So we go to the NLCS. Alright guys, we're here in LCS Game 1, and of course, like always, I always simulate an inning if it starts out with a 7, 8, or 9 hitter, and what do you know, they always get the runs in. And right here, Hellickson had a shutout going through 8, and it's not going to happen though, as 1 run comes in, and then David Murphy gets a hit. That drives in another run. It's 3-2, and I said that's enough. I'm going to stop going for this complete game now. So then I bring in Fernando Rodney, who gets Ian Desmond to pop up, and that's going to end the game. And we take Game 1 in the LCS, and we're going to go to Game number 2. Alright guys, so we're here at the NLCS Game number 2. And we got a good game right here. We had Danny Duffy on the mound, and in the top of the first, the Nationals score first. They get 1 run off the single. I don't know who hit that in, but it's 1-0. I think it's Zimmerman. He also gets a second. Here in the second, Starlin Castro, some of his mental mistakes he makes, doesn't get the glove down, and it costs us. It's going to cost us later in the inning. As you're going to see right there, they get a little blooper to the left, not really a blooper though, a line drive sort of. That scores 2, and Nationals take the 3-0 lead here. So we're kind of having a bad start. And then right here, Anthony Rendon, when I'm batting, finally I get something going with my batting. That's a 3-run home run to tie it up. Yeah, screw you, Bryce Harper. And it's 3-3 now. And I simulate a few innings later, and we get 1 more run. But right here, we get out of a bases loaded jam. We get Jason Worth to pop out in foul grounds. That keeps it 3-3. Keeps it 3-3. And then the pitcher tries a bunt here, but I said, screw you, pitcher. Like, we get a nice 1-6-3 double play. That ends that inning. Get out of it. We're winning 4-3. Duffy's still on the mound, and Castro makes up for that play earlier. Look at that range. Oh, man. That keeps it 4-3. And then here in the ninth, we got the winning run is on third. I actually dove for this ball. I guess I didn't have to because Brown makes the play right there, and that's going to be the game. We win, and we take a 2-0 advantage. Alright, so we're here in the NLCS Game 3, and we're going to end up winning this one by a very considerable margin. Here, Anthony Rizzo gets a nice triple in the bottom of the second with no outs, so I basically knew I was going to get him home. And once I got this run home, we would not trail for the rest of the game, and I wouldn't do any batting, so there's no other batting highlights except for this one. Montero gets him home on a ground out. And we lead 1-0. Or no, actually we would sort of trail. No, we'd tie right here on the Bryce Harper home run. The dude's a monster. And it's 1-1 right now. And then I think I simulate like the next few innings and something like that. No, this isn't the same inning. We throw out a guy from right field. I always try to do this. I mean, who doesn't try to get this on these little ground outs between first and second? They always try to throw out the guy from right field, and normally he I don't know, throws a little bit off, and yeah. But another run gets home, and it's 6-2 right now. And then David Murphy's gonna come through and score. I think Zimmerman or someone like that. So now it's like 6-3 or something, and it's basically the game. And then here in the bottom of the ninth, it's 11-3, and we get John Josso to pop out in foul ground to end the game. So yeah, we take game number 3. We're already up 3-0 in the series, so I didn't expect to be in the World Series this quick, but looks like we're gonna do that, so hang on a second. Alright guys, so because these episodes take a very long amount of time to edit, this one's taken about 5 days to play all of these games so far. I think I've played like 8 or 9 games. Since we're probably going to be moving on to the World Series, I'm just going to simulate these last few games, assuming that we're probably going to win one of them. Yep, we won the sixth game, or something like that. I think it's the 5th game. Yeah, 5th game. And we are going to be facing the Tigers, looks like. So we're well rested. We beat the Nationals 4-1, and we have the Tigers in the postseason. We're going to see who's on their team real quick. They got Strasburg, Cueto, Beckett, Scherzer, Parker, and we got Cabrera and fielder, Valverde, and Jackson. So I don't know, their offense doesn't really seem. It just seems decent. It's kind of like my offense. So this will be an interesting series. We'll see if we can beat the Tigers and advance to or get our first World Series since 1908. So, alright, enjoy the rest of this episode. Alright, so here's World Series game number 1, and it was a pretty boring game. There was no runs through 7.5 innings, but here in the bottom of the 8th, we get a man on via a walk. We get him over to second base on the steal, which is pretty bold. He really doesn't have that much speed, honestly, but Jackson does get on second, and then Michael strikes out, and then we bring up Hellickson, and I'm gonna have to get rid of Hellickson even though he had a shutout going, but we really need this is one of our few chances we have because Strasburg is just destroying us right now. He has a 2-hitter going, and you can make that a 3-hitter right there as a ground up the middle thanks to a pinch hit makes it 1-0. But Miguel Cabrera says no, that's not gonna happen. Second batter up in the top of the 9th, and he scores a man from first on that double, and that's going to make it 1-1. So there goes everything right there. And then Prince Fielder, I think it's Prince Fielder. He says, let's just take the lead here, and he gets Miguel Cabrera home from second. That makes it 2-1, and then Adeni Hechavarria makes it 3-1. You see, I accidentally took my finger off the controller. I was like kind of going to the ball pretty hard because I was kind of pissed and maybe get late. And I strike out to end the game. That's a pretty bad pitch to swing at. It's 1-0. Tigers take the. All right, so we're here for some quick game 2 highlights. Not very much highlights to show here. We end up losing, I think, 2-0, and it's all because of Miguel Cabrera. Right here, he breaks to the perfect game in the 4th. Not really that special, but I was having a pretty good game. Then he goes yard again, the top of the 7th, and I had no offense going. I don't know what's going on with me with the offense. Cueto struck out 9. My starting pitcher Duffy, he struck out 9 as well, and we're gonna go to game 3, down 2-0. All right, guys, so we're here at game 3. This is a very big game for us because we need to stay in the series, and we would actually. We had the 4, 5, and 6 innings. We scored 3 runs thanks to my great computer simulating skills. And look at this play by Anthony Rizzo here in the bottom of the 9th. Don't give up until the end. Play hard as much as you can, and obviously he does. And that's the end of the ball game right here. We win 13-1, lucky 13. We only give up 4 hits. Garrett Cole was a beast. I ended his night pretty early though on that home run earlier, and we're gonna go to game 4. Alright guys, so here's game 4. We're going to try to tie the series up, and we had a really good game. We have Hellickson on the mound, our number 1 starter. So the reason I put Hellickson on the mound instead of one of our, I think it would be our 4th pitcher, is he was well rested. He had enough energy to go, a decent portion of the game, and he does. He actually goes 6 innings. And plus, now that I have pretty much conserved him enough, he's going to be able to go for, if there is a game 7, he'll be able to go for that one. So he had a pretty good game. I think he only gave up 2 or 3 runs, and the offense really hit it off. I'm such a great simulator, of course. And right here we get a huge bomb from our 9-hitter. Get a nice triple with no outs in the inning, and then as soon as this little highlight's over, we'll be able to get him in with Dominic Brown. Here he is. Hit this into center field. That'll be deep enough to score him. Good piece of hitting right there, and we're up by I think like 7-3, 7-2, something like that. So the offense is really good. I finally got some offensive highlights after I usually never do really get much offense because I suck at it. I really don't know what I can do to help me out. I don't want to like cheat and put it on rookie. Actually, I bet on veteran though, because it's like it's hard enough for me to not be able to score 50 runs a game, but I also can't really hit that well. But rookie's too easy for me. I pitch on All-Star, and it seems to work out for me. And that's game right there, and we're gonna go to Game 5 and see what we can do. All right, so we're here in the World Series, game number 5. Series is tied at 2-2. Here in the top of the second, we get our first run of the game to make it 1-0 on this single up the middle. That scores, I think, Rizzo. So 1-0. Then we have here in the bottom of the second, we have a single that scores a run from first for Detroit, and that makes it 1-1. And then later in that inning, with men on first and second, a single up the middle will score one of them. And that's so Detroit wins or is leading 2-1. And now we go to the top of the third. I get out of a bases loaded jam. That was a big part of the game. There's a lot of jams, you know, runners on second, runners on third, bases loaded, and I'd somehow get out of them. And right here, a little single to the right side. That's going to score the man from second. I think it's 3-1 now. And a little bit close play at home. Not really, though. So 3-1 now. And top of the seventh, bases loaded jam. We got the 6-4-3 double play. Barely. Barely. And we get out of that inning without giving up any more. You see 13 hits by Detroit and only 3 runs to show for it. Here in the top of the 8th, Anthony Rizzo, me batting. This is one of the biggest moments I've ever had in, you know, the World Series or playoffs. 3-run shot right there makes it 4-3. We take the lead. And then I bring in Joel Zumaya to take out the 8th inning, and then I simulate half an inning, and we're up 7-3. So that's just what I wanted to show. And then here we get out of the game, and we lead 3-2. We win 3 straight from Detroit. We're gonna go to game number 6. All right, so we're here at World Series, game number 6, and the only really highlight here is the top of the 9th. The Tigers come through with the bases loaded double by Alex Avila. That scores 3, and you can pretty much say that's gonna be the end of the game. This is the first inning I took Hellickson out at the beginning of this inning, and yeah, struck out to end the game, and we're gonna go to game 7 and see what we can do. All right, guys, so we're in game 7, and not much to say about it here. This is all the offenses they would need, as a solo shot by, I think, Ryan Rayburn makes it 1-0 here in the top of the second, I think, or third. Top of the 8th, Tigers are starting to threaten, and they will score on this little single to left field. It makes it 2-0, and then the inning should end right here with bases loaded. But Starlin Castro makes a lot of errors for a shortstop. I don't know. You know, shortstops are supposed to be good at defense, and he's more of an offensive guy. And I strike out to end the ball game. And that's the series. Tigers taking in game 7. No team won a game in their home field. So I don't know. But alright, I'm gonna go to the off season right now and see what I can do. I want to get a really good center fielder because I have a lot of prospects that I can, you know, use as trade bait. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a Carlos Gonzalez or Matt Kemp. That's kind of what I want to get. But let me know if you guys. Never mind, it's not gonna matter because by the time I upload this video, my next episode will be done. So I haven't been able to do an episode about a week, so I want to start making some more and have some fun. So. Alright, guys, so this Cubs franchise could potentially be done at the end of this week because my criteria for ending a series / you know, considering a team to be completely rebuilt or, you know, a contender / you know, I brought the Cubs back from the, you know, 70 and 92 seasons to, you know, being able to contend every year, is that if you go to 2 straight World Series, that'll be the end of that series. So I could potentially do that next year. Also, if I make the playoffs for 4 years in a row, that counts. And that's pretty much it. So, alright guys, thanks for watching. Like the video, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. You guys have a nice day.